Hello! In today's video I wanted to show you how my roses look fully blooming here in my Phoenix rose garden. I did do a video earlier in the season just getting the first blooms, catching the first blooms, and in this video I wanted to show you what they look like a couple weeks later, fully blooming. I did record the footage for this video a couple weeks back, and so it's probably a little past when I filmed by the time I get this uploaded to my channel, but I did want to get everything filmed and posted so that you guys can see how my garden looks. Alright, here we are. It is mid-April or beginning April, I can't remember. But we've got a lot more blooms happening in the garden now. The white mini sunblaze rose is looking great, and it's with its friend, which is a red sunblaze. And then this pink is a true bloom. It has little cup-shaped flowers on it, and it's a nice pink color. And back over here, I've got this coral that is just starting to bloom. And behind it is Doris Day, this beautiful yellow Flora Bunda. It has a nice soft fragrance and tons of bright yellow roses. And up here, nice and tall growing, I've got Falling in Love. That is this white to pink. This one has a very beautiful shape, just blushing into white. I've let it grow up really tall this year so that it can grab the sun. And right next to it, this is actually a tree rose, so you can tell how tall Falling in Love is. This is Twilight Zone. I have it again as a tree rose. This one is a Grandiflora, and it has big clusters of blooms, slightly cup-shaped. The darker, it's typically darker the cooler it is here in Phoenix. It is warming up, so I do think it's getting a little more pink toned. I do have a video just on this rose. I do get a lot of requests about this rose, so I will link the video on Twilight Zone on my channel below. And back down here, I've got another mini sunblaze rose, and next to it is Easy Does It. This is another rose that whenever I sit by it, I get a lot of requests as to which one this is. This is another one that I have done its own dedicated video if you'd like to learn more about it. It is, I think, a very sassy looking rose. I quite enjoy it. It has a very punchy color, has very interesting ruffled petals, and it is a Flora Bunda, so it does a lot of beautiful, gorgeous blooms. Just more of an overall view of all of the beautiful blooms right now in the garden. And this one hiding tucked away back here is called Tournament of Roses. I really like the color of this rose. I think it's really interesting. I love the shade of pink. I love the soft shades of pinks. I think this one could be doing a little better, but it's in an awkward spot in the yard. So I think given another year or two, it might fill out a bit more and put on a lot more blooms. But again, the shade of the petals kind of makes a really distinctive and beautiful opening. And back at this end of the garden, you can again see a lot of the roses we've stopped and taken a look at. This one right here with the major clusters of roses and the unique kind of smoky color is called hot cocoa. I think the roses on this one tend to be smaller, but then the clusters of the roses tend to be quite high, so it makes a really showy, pretty rose, especially with the nuance of color kind of going from red, bright red, into like a purple, smoky look. And its neighbor, Love. I think Love has been blooming a little bit longer. A lot of these are kind of open and almost spent. You can still see though the white under on the petals. And kind of making a cascading down shape effect is this purple veranda rose. It's got it's a little mini rose. Very nice purple color. Here again we can see Twilight Zone better with Falling in Love behind it. Tournament of Roses, and then the catchy orange Easy Does It back there. And then you can kind of see the red vine has been blooming a while next to a very nice chair that is wonderful to sit in the garden. And now we're back around kind of to the beginning. You can see the mini white roses down there, kind of making an interesting shape to the roses, low to the ground. The pink one's a little higher, and then Doris Day, this beautiful yellow rose, is probably average height rose. You can see Flora, Bunda, lots of buds. The color shape of this rose is quite nice. And back over here on the right is Ketchup and Mustard. This one down here is Blue Girl. I think it got a little hot for Blue Girl. It got hot pretty quickly here. Kind of got a little scorching, dried out the petals a little bit. This one did bloom earlier and looked a lot nicer, I think, earlier, but it's still adding a lot of beautiful purple color. And Ketchup and Mustard is really going at it. It's covered in blooms and red roses. This Ketchup and Mustard has the bright red with yellow backing on the petals. And I have it as a tree rose in my garden. And down underneath it, I have this orange, bright, I guess orange-red another veranda rose. And again, just a nice overall shot of the garden, how much color it's got right now. And down here I have another mini Sunblaze rose. I love the color of this one, very soft pink. Again, clusters of little mini roses. I've got this rose vine that is growing out of control. This one here is St. Swithin. It is a David Austin rose. And it does have a very strong scent and a very unique shape. You can see here the interesting way that this one opens. Again, another very soft pink, but I really like the color too. The bright pink one behind it is Grandiflora. They kind of grow into one another. Bright pink, soft pink, Saints Within. Here you can see it. I do think this one tends to attract some bugs. And down next to it, this one has buds, but you can't see its beautiful shape and color bloom. This one is Easy Spirit. It has a really wonderful white to cream look to it when it opens. I do have a couple other David Austin vines. They are not blooming so much right now. There is this one. This one is it's Graham Thomas, I think. This one hasn't performed the best for me, but it is a beautiful cupped rose, and I'm hoping maybe it'll take off. Okay, so that was just a quick run through of how the garden looks right now. Springtime, probably height of the blooms. I think it looks wonderful. Love it. I love the color and the fragrance. And I do have a lot more videos on my channel on how I take care of my roses, especially here in Phoenix, and a couple other videos just on the roses in general and how they do and perform here. So do check that out and subscribe. Thank you.